Hey guys, it's me Ram here, and as I'm filming this, I have two cubing competitions coming up, Cubing Returns Pune and Phoenix Cube Challenge, both of which are in my home state. Now here's my issue. I recently got diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome and I'm really not sure whether I can end up going to Pune or not. That being said, I'm gonna still go ahead and make this mains and goals video because A, whatever events are happening at Pune, the exact same ones are happening at Phoenix along with a few other events, and B, no matter what happens, I'm pretty much guaranteed to go to Phoenix anyways, so therefore I just decided I'll go ahead and make this mains and goals video while I can. I'm really excited to finally compete in my home city again, and I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you guys there. With that being said, let's get right into the mains and goals. If you want to buy these cubes or any other speed cube, be sure to get it at Speed Cube shop and use the discount code RAM for 5% off your order, as well as a shout out at the end of my latest video. Alright, so let's begin with 2x2. I'm currently undecided between these two cubes. This is the Cosmic MGC Elite 2x2 and this is the GAN 251M Pro. The Cosmic MGC Elite has been a really reliable main for me since the start of the year, and it was the cube I got my 1.76 official average on. However, I recently looped the core of the GAN 251M Pro with Vortex and I've started to really enjoy the amazing feeling of it. So depending on how my nerves are feeling that day and how my turning is, I'll just end up using either of these cubes. Now depending on whether I go to Pune or not, I have either 5 or 3 rounds of 2x2, and I'd really like to beat my 1.76 average at least in one of the rounds. However, if I'm unable to do that, I'd at least like to sub 2 consistently in all of the rounds, and I'd also like to end up with a sub 1 single. At both of the competitions, I'd also at least like to make the podium, maybe win. However, if I do the best I can in final, I'm able to get some good averages and I still don't win, I'm perfectly okay with that. After all, it's much more respectable to podium with a 1.8 average and come third than win with a 2.4 or a 2.5 average. So yep, that's 2x2. Nothing crazy ambitious, but yep, just go and have some fun, I guess. Alright, so next up we have 3x3, and once again I'm currently indecisive between these two cubes. This is the Cosmic GAN 11M Pro and this is the Cosmic WRM 2019. The 11M Pro is much faster, however it is less controllable and less reliable, and the Worm 2019 is much slower, however it is more controllable and reliable, and this is the cube I got my 10.25 official average on. Once again, depending on how my turning feels that day, I'll just use either of these two cubes. I'm sure I'll be able to perform really well on either of them. For 3x3, I'm really satisfied with my average right now. Like 10.25 is honestly really good for me. I could push for sub 10, but like who knows, I don't think I'll really get it. However, my single is something I'm not really happy with. I feel like with the 10.25 average I should have at least a low 9 or even a sub 9 single, and I feel like sub 9s aren't really that rare for me, so I can probably push for one over these next couple of comps. Alright, so next up we have 4x4, and the cube I'm using for this is the Moyu Ausu WRM. This is a great cube, no doubt. However, I have very straightforward goals for 4x4. Sub 50 average and sub 45 single. End of story. I have no idea how many rounds of 4x4 I have, but within these two comps, I want to meet these two goals. Alright, so next up we have 5x5, and this is the Unicube Volk 5M that you guys built for me. This is an absolutely perfect 5x5 and I have absolutely no complaints with it. So actually in between on 5x5 I had learned Yao and I was able to get down to low 2 minutes actually, which was pretty similar to what I average with Redux. However, I just stopped practicing honestly, and now I really have no idea what I average on 5x5. Maybe I'll grind again for the comp, but it's kind of unlikely. Maybe if I feel like grinding again, I'll go for the 2-minute cutoff. However, at this point I'll be fine with any sub 220 official result. Alright, so next up we have OH, pretty much the only event I can do perfectly. My main for OH is obviously the Dayan Tengyun V1M. This cube obviously works really well for OH for me, and at SSN I was able to get some really good OH results with it. Honestly speaking, at this moment I'm happy with both my OH results. My single and average are both really good. However, I feel like I can definitely push for a sub 20 single if I try hard. Therefore, this will be my only goal for the next two competitions. Go for a sub 20 single. Alright, so next up we have Pyraminx, and this is the Moyu Weilong Pyraminx non-maglev. I recently set this up with Weight 5 and Lunar, and overall this is actually a really well performing Pyraminx now. My Pyraminx PR average at the moment is 5.5, which I'm definitely quite happy with, so I'll just be going for a sub 6 average throughout all of the rounds. And as for my single, it's currently 3.98, which is also fine honestly, but I feel like I can lower it, so I'll hopefully get a good PR single. And last but not least, we have Skewb. This is the GAN Skewb Enhanced, which is pretty much the best cube on the market as of now. I'll probably just go for a sub 6 average and a sub 4 single on Skewb, and like let's hope they're both PRs. Now I guess that's about it for all these cubing related goals, but as I've mentioned before, my number one goal at these comps is to have fun. I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of new and amazing cubers at both the comps, and yep, I'm sure they'll both be a blast. So that's pretty much it for my mains and goals for these hopefully 2 competitions. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're coming, see you there. Goodbye.